Hey, how's it going, man? What am I doing? Well, my best, I suppose. No, this. Well, I'm cold, Edge. It's freezing out here. Oh, I forget you're not human sometimes. Well, in the winter months, it gets cold. Why? Well, something about the Earth's axis and in the northern hemisphere, and in the winter, it's kind of pointing away from the sun. We're not here to talk about that. We're not here to listen to me poorly describe seasons and the weather phenomenon. We're here to talk about, will it extract? Ooh. And luckily, our guest for this week is something that's going to be very potent at fighting away the winter chills. One of my favorite ways to get rid of the seasonal coldness is by eating those hearty and comforting dishes. Ooh, man, just thinking about things like pot roasts or cinnamon rolls or chai lattes and sticky buns and ramen. They just keep me warm. Oh man, I could always go for something like a hot cup of coffee or some tea or... Oh, I had a couple more things to I can stop. That's fine. But anyways, back to our guest for this week. It's something that's great to add to those dishes to help fight the cold as well. In the form of, well, I guess heat, in the form of spice. And so one great way to make dishes like pot roast or chili even more spicy and help keep that cold away is by adding that special something, that little heat. Something in the form of maybe a hot pepper, like a dry chipotle or a jalapeno. But all those peppers, they are hot. But I've always kind of wondered, what is it that makes them hot? They come in a lot of varieties and a lot of different heats, and they all have varying amounts of that spiciness factor. But I don't know what it is that makes it spicy. But I think you and I can figure that out, Edge. I think we can probably extract the pepper and find out what is that compound that makes it hot. And we also have a guest for this week that'll help us do that analysis as well. But first, let's go to sample prep, because we got to get one of those peppers all prepared for you, Edge. So, I'll see you all in our next step. And here we have everything laid out for sample prep, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to need to do is to take a look at our sample. We have here a dried chili, which is a great sample for the Edge because A, it's dried so it has no moisture, and B, it's nice and crumbly so it's easy to grind. And speaking of grinding, we have right beside of it some of its ground peppers. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our Q cup, which is our sample holder, simply twist to disassemble, and then into the base, we're going to go ahead and add our Q disc, which is our inline filtration. We're using today the S1 sandwich of Q discs, placing it into the base, making sure they're laying nice and flat, and then simply twisting the Q cup components to assemble. And once that has been assembled, we can go ahead and add in our sample. I'll go ahead and just pour in these pepper flakes. And once those have been added, the last step is to simply take our Q screen, which is a stainless steel mesh, insert it into the opening, press down with the tool, and just like that, our sample prep is done. I'll go ahead and take our Q cup, place it into the rack. I'll place an extraction vial beside it. Then I'll go ahead and take the whole rack, place it on into the Edge. And once that's in, I'll go ahead and come around, select the method, load it into the Q, press play, and press start. And the Edge is going to go ahead and run for a few minutes, so see you all after that. All right, and now that the Edge has finished running, we have our extract from the peppers. It's nice and clear thanks to the Q disc that we put into the Q cup. The extract is nice and cool to the touch, but you can tell from its bright orange color that it's quite hot. And we have here the extracted sample. So fun fact, Edge, the compound we're actually looking for is capsaicin. It's actually a secondary metabolite in chili peppers, and ironically, they are produced as a deterrent to prevent peppers from being eaten. But now, as humans, we try and breed peppers to be as hot as possible and have as much capsaicin as we can shove in them. So we need to actually analyze this extract now for capsaicin. And so to do that, we're going to need some kind of analysis system. So sorry, Edge, you're going to have to share the spotlight for a bit, because we can do the analysis on the miniGC. Oh wow, look at that. That was just like magic. Huh. But anyways, what we can do is take an aliquot of this sample, inject it onto the miniGC, which is a GC-FID system. You can see the system is nice and compact, but also a very powerful system. We can do the injection ourselves, or use the auto sample that comes with the system, and then through this computer that comes with the miniGC, we can get a result for our chromatogram in no time flat. Well, thank you all for joining me this week for this episode of Will It Extract. For more information about the Edge and other CEM products, please visit CEM.com. For more information about the miniGC and other analysis systems, please visit LuciditySystems.com. And I'll see you all next time. No, I do pretty well with spicy food, Edge. Like, I always have hot sauce in the fridge at home and at work. It's called a what? A Carolina Reaper. No. Really? There's no way. It can't be that hot. No, you're exaggerating. You're making that up. Oh, you have one here. Oh, really? Huh. Oh, this thing. Oh, it's tiny. Oh, I can eat this in one bite.